with the gun like it's heaven, we gon' send him up. Bay boy reppin', you ain't steppin' while we kicking up. A four got cracks, it was threes when I'm tipping up. Hennessy and coke, but I sip while I'm living up. Homies ain't here, so the barrel stay kicking. Kicking on the side, but your gun ain't kicking. 200 living, you don't know my struggle, I was peeking out the window. Yo, what's cracking? Welcome back to another episode of Never Enough Game. It's your boy Silent 200, and I got my boy Lil Seti right here.
Yeah.
What's cracking, man? We back with another one. What's cracking, Seti? How was your week, dog?
Man, I had a crazy... I always having some crazy weeks.
I know, right? Every time I ask you, you're like, it's been crazy as fuck.
It's been crazy. Sometimes, it's cool. I went to court, bro. Had to go to court for some bullshit. Going to court actually, fool, makes you feel good because you get to see sometimes other people's lives are hella fucked up. Fool, I saw some niggas that were just like dope fiend the fuck. I was like, damn, you know what? Life could always be worse, homie. Nah, but I just went to court, shit like that. What about you?
How was court? Did it go the way you expected?
I don't want to talk about that bullshit.
You don't want to talk about it? All right.
Yeah, I hate I hate even thinking about shit like that, fool.
Oh, I feel you, dog. Shit, with me, man, everything's cool, man. We just dropped that new song, Real Love. That shit's out. That shit's actually doing better than I thought it was. And yeah, man, go slap that shit.
Yeah, I've been, you know what I was going through this week, though? That did, I was thinking hella, like, about life, you feel me? And when you're living your life, you have to know how to make your own rules on how you're going to conduct yourself in your life, you feel me? And one thing that I realized, and one of those rules is knowing how much to take on and not to take on. And I started thinking in my head, because I want to do hella shit, fool, but I just can't do everything that I want to do. And the reason I can't do it is because if I start falling into everything, they're good ideas, but if I do all of them at the same time, I'm not gonna be a calculated individual. I'm gonna move into chaos, right? Because to be calculated, you have to think about what you're gonna do beforehand and plan it out, right? Yep. And if you're doing hella shit, then you're just gonna be planning all day, not even actually doing anything, not getting to action. So you gotta lower the amount of stuff you can do. Now you can still be chaotic and have chaos and still be successful, but if you're a grown man, you're gonna be a piece of shit because you got a lot of responsibilities that you're gonna have to avoid. For example, like chaos means like you could do massive action. You can do hella shit, right? In one section of your life, right? Like, okay, rapping. You can do hella fucking rap songs, you don't know exactly what's going on, but you're just doing hella shit. You can be famous, you can get rich like that. Or even in a business mindset, or even like whatever you do, you can do massive action and be successful doing it. But you're not gonna have stability because you're gonna be too much chaos. You're not planning any of that shit. So you're just doing all this chaos because you're doing so much shit, right? Mm-hmm. Or you can go the other way around with it, right? And be calculated and think about everything you're gonna do and play chess with this. Now, here's the difference, though. The only time I think it's acceptable to be chaotic or have chaos and come up that way through massive action is when you don't have any responsibilities. The best time's probably when you're a lot younger, when you don't have kids, you don't have like bills or shit like that to pay. You don't have no one depending on you. Because if you're a grown man and you're living a chaotic life, you're technically a piece of shit. Because you're looked at that way. Because people are going to be like, bro, you got bills, my nigga. Like, just stack up your bread for that. You feel me? Be stable. You have to have some form of stability. You feel me? So it's going to limit the amount of shit you're going to do. So I'm looking at myself and I'm like, bro, I want to do hella shit. And I'm like, I can't do everything that I want to do. I'm going to have to limit myself just so that I can stay calculated so I look professional while I'm doing it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense because at the end of the day, dog, like when you're older, like you said, like when you're younger, that would make sense. But when you're older, you have more responsibilities, and if you try to take on those things, you're gonna start not paying attention to the things that you're responsible for, and then those things start falling apart because you're trying to be focused on things that are not benefiting you at all at the age that you are with the responsibilities and duties that you have as a man at this age. So like me, for instance, I'm 32 right now, dog. I have this house that I live in. I have 2 cars that I have to pay for. I have the PG&E. I have all the other bills like fucking Wi-Fi and all this shit. I got credit cards and shit. I got shit I have to actually pay for.
Keep going.
I'm
gonna get that drink.
What drink?
Oh, excuse me.
Which one?
The ghost. The ghost.
It's right here, fool.
Oh,
You said
never
it.
mind.
You
I'm
said it
tripping.
right there,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm tripping, dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, dog.
Spencer.
Anyways, yeah, like being a grown man that has responsibilities and bills and shit like that, and having people that depend on him, it's very irresponsible to think about doing things in, like, say,
Chaotic way.
chaotic, in because if you want to do things in a chaotic way to receive income, receive attention, it's not going to align with your life. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
unless you don't
And you're gonna learn
have any responsibilities, and in case you don't have any
exactly.
which chaos can work. Chaos can work, but it
It'll,
depends on what your life is like
yes,
and what type of individual do you want to be.
it'll work if you don't have all of those responsibilities that I just listed,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you don't have all of those responsibilities and you're the type of person that is just gonna let all of that be to somebody else, then yeah, go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely work out for you that way, but just know eventually you're gonna crash out because that shit don't last forever, dog. Everybody who lives that lifestyle, you always notice they're popping for just a certain period of time. 4 years, 5 years at the most, and then after that, then it's just like you're tired of seeing them already. You want to see the next person that's doing the next chaotic thing.
Definitely.
And that's my perspective on it, dog.
Wait, hold on. What did you say? What's the last thing you said?
So people who are living that lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're living that chaotic lifestyle to where they don't care about any other responsibilities or anything else that they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're only living that for a temporary amount of time. It's only going to work for a certain amount of time for them.
I don't know. I think it'll work.
It's temporary. I think 4 to 5 years. And it's like that unless while they're in the midst of those 4 to 5 years, if they get a good manager that knows how to,
that's what I'm saying.
That they know how to divert.
Because you got some fools that are chaotic as fuck, but they got millions of dollars.
Yes.
But the thing is, for them to get there, their life was fucked. They don't have response. You got niggas coming out the pen.
They can't live a long-term lifestyle just on how they're living. Like somebody needs to be there managing them, taking whatever money they're making out of that,
but they could
and putting it into like merch, into stocks, into something that's going to make sense for them.
I think that they could.
For instance, Young Dirk, he owns some fucking some trucking companies. He has people who are driving fucking trucks to deliver material.
Yeah, but he's still living a chaotic life.
Yeah, but he invested his money into something that's going to give him an investment back, just in case that does not work out.
No, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but he's still living you can live a chaotic life and be successful, but it just determines of what kind of a person are you, and it also determines on who's around you. Like for example, let's say you go to the pen for like 5 years and you come out, you don't got no responsibilities, bro. You haven't been responsible for shit for the last 5 years. You see what I'm saying? You can come outside, do drugs, and then get rich off of some bullshit. And then after that, you get to another level. You could just hire niggas to do everything for you. You still look at fucking there's hella rapper famous niggas. Their life is chaotic as fuck. But the thing is, I couldn't live a chaotic life. I have to be calculated because also it's like, do you want to have full control of your life? Because when you're living chaotically, you don't have control, bro. Shit can go up and down crazy, like whatever. I like to have full control and I like to play chess with this shit. So that's why I'd rather be looked at as a calculated individual than a crazy, chaotic individual. But that leads me to like, all right, here's another thing I wanted to ask you. All right, very important to me. Number one, right? Do you feel that it's important to be unbiased? And if so, why? And if you think that it doesn't matter, why as well?
To be unbiased would mean that it's important to be unbiased when your opinion is, when you're not trying to side with one side when it comes to the community looking at you. If you're trying to give your perspective unbiased based on the community watching you, then yeah, it's good to be unbiased. So that way people could decide for themselves. But if it's on a personal note and it's on a one-on-one conversation, like you talking to me about somebody and how I personally feel, then I might be biased in my own ways on how I personally feel. But to be unbiased to me is to give the opinion in a way where you're seeing both sides, so that way when you're speaking about it, you're relating to two groups of people and not just siding with one side.
Okay, so like me, for example, it's important for me to be unbiased because when you're looking at a public, right? If you're biased, it means you're delusional. You have delusion. You're not accepting reality. So that's what the word bias means, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your perception of
Everybody's biased then.
yes, yeah, but you're supposed to be as unbiased as you can be because let
It's
me explain to you.
impossible,
No, no,
dog.
no. Let me explain to you why. The thing is this: say if somebody's watching you that doesn't, whatever you might be biased about, they don't care about and they're watching you, they want to get the most truthful information, right? The closest to reality. Now,
That's what I just said.
now let me. I was thinking about this already. So the thing is this. Hold on. People are not gonna follow you if they think that you're being biased because you don't have a accurate perception of reality. Just like if I'm jumping off of the fucking roof and I'm like, hey, if I jump off, I can fly, and a nigga jumps out behind you, he's gonna die because you're delusional because your perception of reality isn't truthful. Now you can admit that you have your biases, but when you're talking to the public about it, you shouldn't show that you're biased because then they're gonna be like, I can't believe this fool because he's not being authentic, he's not being
Yep.
truthful. So I think that when you're biased, it's a form of delusion, and you can understand certain things, but you have to also be able to be like, I'll cut the crap and look straight at reality. That's why I try not to be biased here. We're talking about Northerners, Southsiders, or whatever the fuck we're talking about, Crips, Bloods, whatever we're talking about. I like it to be very important not to be biased because it makes it look anybody that you can see that's biased, bro. It makes it look like they're just delusional. You feel me? You have to be able to accept reality in certain shit. And then where do you how do you think it is where do you draw the line with being biased? Like would you see somebody that's actually good at making music and he's a type of person that you wouldn't like, would you say, he's pretty dope? Or would you just be like, fuck him?
It depends. So I need to actually like the music. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has different forms of what they like to hear in music. So there could be somebody that's a northerner where I'll be like, oh yeah, he could rap cool, like he got bars. And then there could be somebody that's a northerner that really sucks. And if I say he sucks, you're automatically gonna think I'm being biased because of my background. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's my personal opinion. I could think that somebody's doing good and in their work, but still not like, you know what I'm saying? If they're a northerner and I'm not really fucking with them like that, then but I think their music is cool. Okay, cool. Now I look unbiased, right? But if I don't like their music and they're also a northerner, it makes me look biased because of my background. But that's just how it is, dog. And I like look for I like music, and I can tell when people are making good music, and I have my own taste in music. And if I don't like how something sounds and it sounds annoying, I'm like, you know what? I don't like it. That shit sounds weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, yeah. That shit sound all right. But sometimes the shit don't sound all right, dog.
I think that as an artist, and I did like deep dive into this shit, but when you're an artist, and the artist just means that you express yourself and you have different ways of expressing yourself. And when you're an artist, you have to express yourself, bro. Like for example, let's say you couldn't make music for some reason, you would start drawing. You would start to draw.
I think that being an artist to me is like not being cocky, but like me, I'm like so indulged in being an artist myself that I 100% understand the whole concept of being an artist. From engineering is a form of art for me on how it is to mix vocals and how you make the shit sound right, to making covers, to fucking sitting there and taking your time on that, to fucking doing the podcast shit, to sitting down and fucking like editing the videos and putting it down the right way. That's a form of art. To writing lyrics, like I 100% understand, dog.
well, that's what I'm trying to say. So then, when you're an artist, um, you can't have barriers when you're an artist. And I'm not saying anything like, for example,
I think you can.
I'm about to tell you why I believe that you can't have barriers. When I was taking some classes in junior college, for some fucking like some stuff for marketing and shit. I was talking to a professor and he was like, "Hey, um, an artist has to express himself no matter what." So, for example, if you're an artist, bro, if you make music or shit like that, if for some reason you can't make music, you're gonna start to draw. And if you can't draw, then you'll start to find other ways to express yourself. It's just something inside of you that comes out. It has to come out. It can't be contained. You'll find a different way to express yourself, bro. That's what art is. So, and you can see that because I used to draw before I made music, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm sure everybody that makes music likes to draw. You can appreciate art. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then, what happens is, there was a pig painting of Adolf Hitler, right? And a Jew had the painting, and you know, freaking Adolf Hitler killed hell of the Jews. And they asked this fucking Jew, like they were like, I mean, not trying to be disrespectful to Jews, but I mean, I think that's correct right there. They asked him, hey, why do you have this painting here? Like, dude, you know he killed hella people. It wasn't a paint, but Hitler was an artist. He used to draw. He used to paint. So he made a painting, and this guy had it in his wall. And there's like, why do you have this guy's painting in your wall? And they were like, because he's an artist. And art, you don't look at those things. You appreciate the art for what it is. You don't look at the background of those things. And that's how I am. I appreciate art for what it is, and I try to be as unbiased as I can be.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the world looks at it. The world looks at art that way. It doesn't look at it like Hitler is a horrible motherfucker, right? But this guy still had his painting up there because at the end of the day, he was an artist. So that's why I say, if you're an artist, you have to always appreciate the other person's art and be as unbiased as you can be, so that way you have a correct and people that are watching you don't feel like you're delusional and you're leading them towards like a fucking jumping off the wall type shit. Because people want to follow the truth because they're using what you're saying to navigate through life. You feel me? And if they think that you're navigating them incorrectly or not being authentic or honest with them, then they're gonna be like, all right, this nigga's probably gonna crash out. I follow him, I'm gonna crash out too because he's not looking at life correctly. That's
a good way to look at it. But at the end of the day, everybody's their own person. Everybody has their own opinions. Some people are gonna also.
Who's ever closest to reality is the one that's gonna get the most followers and get the most people to watch.
There's the term of whoever's closer to reality. Nobody.
No, yeah.
100% is. Everybody,
exactly.
It's always going.
No
like
one's
this.
ever gonna be. Yeah, but who's ever closest is the one that's going to. You're never gonna be all the way in reality, bro. Like because there's so much information you can't take in. Who's ever the closest?
You're gonna choose whatever you want to believe in.
Yeah, but you're choosing what's gonna be closest to reality. And if it's
you're gonna choose whatever's closest to your reality.
That's not true. I don't agree with people saying your reality. That's people that I feel that's delusional.
100%.
That's like the females that they're like, oh.
There's people that do not listen to our music at all. Do you know why?
They probably don't like the music.
It's not part of their lifestyle, dog. It's not part of their reality. And in their reality, they're not living a gangbanger life. They're not living in these streets.
Yeah, but if they go down to the block
they're not dealing,
and they're wearing red or something, they get shot. But that's still reality.
Yes,
you see,
100%. But they're not. There's people that are not.
Nah, I think I understand where you're coming from, but I've deep dived into what you're talking about, and I've read a lot of books about this. And people that say that, it's like the females, bro, that get pregnant, got like 4 kids, and then they're like, yeah, I'm living my best life. No, you fucked up. You have 5 kids, dog. And you fucked up. You can keep one baby. Exactly, right? But their reality is they're good parents. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to throw shots at nobody here.
That's delusional. We can't compare a fucking chick.
Females say all the time, they be like, living my best life, all this crazy shit.
But we can't compare them to somebody who really is not even attached to this type of lifestyle.
So what I'm saying to you is it real? There's only one reality, bro. It's only one real situation, and just because the person doesn't see your reality doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. But what I'm saying is, it's still real. You can go down here and get shot real quick,
real.
Or you can go, or we can go to where they're at now. It's all reality though.
But they could choose not to indulge in that or listen to that. Or
does it make it not real?
It doesn't. No, I'm not saying it does not make it real. What I'm saying is that they could still choose to not listen to it and not believe in it because at the end of the day, it's what they believe in. It's what their reality is in their head, dog.
Yes, I understand. But it's when people say that, that's the first steps to delusion because they're saying this is my reality. Nah, it's all. I know because I was reading a book about sales that tells you.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying, dog. But like
people say that all the time.
We can't. What I'm basically trying to say is that regardless whether we like it or not, there's going to be people out there who are delusional, who are not going to accept.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
attack.
That's better for us because then we get more followers to follow us.
Yeah.
Because we're not delusional. There you go. All right, but look, so this is what I wanted to say about this. P. Diddy, bro, that's some sick ass fucking shit that happened to P. Diddy. Did you see that shit?
He's a sick guy. He's a sick guy. I seen some weird shit popping up. I don't know if it was true or not, but before all of this happened, some shit was popping up to where supposedly he was fucking
Nah, that nigga's sick.
He was
bro.
supposedly doing some bad things to Meek Mill in another room, and somebody was recording it.
For real?
So I don't know how true that is, but some fool was like, "I'm gonna need some money." Yeah, I was there. I was the only one not drinking. I was smoking, and I heard some noises coming from the other room, and I went over there, and yeah, damn right, I put my ear on the door, and I fucking put my phone on record because I want some money. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
So this was. I bet you all of that shit is like unseen now because of what's happening like right now with him. Like nobody's gonna pay attention to that. I seen that. I don't know why the fuck it popped up because I was listening to like some fucking some Biggie Smalls and like some other shit. And then that happened to pop up, like say I'm guessing because it had to do with P. Diddy, and it was on a YouTube Shorts, and I remember I seen it. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like listening, and this dude's like, yeah, man, I got this recording right here in Woo, and it had hell of views on it too. I was like, oh shit, this is bad.
Man, fool, honestly, dog.
It could be fake though. It could be fake.
Hell no, bro. There's so much shit on this nigga's name right now.
He's weird.
That nigga's ridiculous. He's a fucking pedophile ass nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? This is how this whole shit went down, bro. And that's what we're talking about the other day.
Now for what he's getting locked up for, now I don't doubt it. Now
you remember what we were talking about the other day? We said we have to have lines, bro, that you can't cross. You have to have morals, bro. Shit. Where are you gonna draw the line? Remember I said, nigga, you gotta draw a line, or otherwise you're gonna be sucking dick for money, type shit. Where are you gonna draw your line at? Because there's a lot of clout chasing ass niggas.
Motherfuckers were all sucking Diddy's dick.
There's a lot of clout chasing ass niggas that'll come through sucking niggas dick for. They'll do anything. I know certain people right now, bro, that are chilling with certain people that they were talking mad shit about, and they're chilling with them sucking niggas dick for clout. Where are you gonna draw the line, my boy? At the end of the day, you gotta live and sleep for yourself and look yourself in the mirror, dog. Yeah. Because you're doing this type of little hoe shit. This is where it can lead you. Look at P. Diddy, nigga. He was over here literally sucking dick for clout, nigga. Wait, you know how he came up? He was working as an intern, fucking selling. He used to sell drugs and shit. He was working as an intern and went for this fucking popular ass dude, and supposedly some black mogul that was in charge of the labels and shit like that. He was working for him, and supposedly this fool made Diddy suck his dick in his office every day, and he was his intern, and he jumped up though. As soon as he did that, that nigga gave him a fucking promotion. And now Diddy was fucking, how are you gonna be fucking like 20 years old, nigga, in charge of a whole big ass label? How, nigga? No, that's not normal.
That is gay.
How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna be 20 years old, bro, and you running a big ass label? No, he sucked old boy up in the fucking thing, and he got himself up there. You gotta, that's type of shit a lot of niggas doing is cloud chasing nowadays, doing a lot of dick sucking to get up there, bro. Get some fucking nuts and stand on your own too, my boy. But look at what these things. You know what happened after that? So then the guy he was over here sucking up to come up, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, he didn't want him to come up. He didn't want P. Diddy to go higher than him. So what did P. Diddy do? He jumped this nigga, and when he started sucking up the fucking white boss, the top dog, I think his name is Ray, some shit like that. He started doing that, and then this nigga, the white fool. Cause he was this nigga was sucking up the white nigga. So then this nigga jumped him and he got his own record label, Bad Boys. That's how he got his record label. And then that shit just started catapulting down. Then this nigga started doing like weird sexual. But I'm not gonna lie, he's a smart motherfucker. For someone that doesn't give a fuck about he gonna come up.
Hey, he ain't too smart because he just got fucking caught up, and his sons and everybody else in that thing.
Yo. Hey, so then this nigga went he started working his way up. He's smart in this way. Look, if you're gonna have no type of fucking like give a fuck about no type of morals, principles, shit, none of that, then okay, by all means, suck dick to get yourself there, bro. You might as well if you're already doing it for like the clout shit. But what I'm saying to you is this, right? Where he is smart, he had fucking cameras in all those fucking rooms, dog.
I think that's bad.
No. He blackmailed so many people. So he could be like that. Fool, he jumped up like in a couple of years. He came for like, I think he had like 400 million to like $1 billion. I think he had so many people in there. He had hidden cameras in there, bro, watching everything he was doing. Bam, nigga, just caught you fucking another nigga, bro. You better do what I tell you. He used all those connections to leverage himself to get $1 billion, dog.
Oh man.
Hey, they said
what?
that he was filming hella people without their consent. And 50 Cent, nigga, 50 Cent's fucking baby mama's in the mix too. I was like, damn, this is a fucking movie, dog. For real.
Man, oh man. It's a cold game, dog. Motherfuckers be weird.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean I think that's just there's a lot of homosexual. I mean, it's not, I mean, to each his own, you feel me? If you're a homosexual, I mean you're homosexual, but I don't got nothing against it. I just don't know. I just don't know. But you can, whenever you're doing some shit like that, bro, that's when you start first seeing like some degenerate activities, and that'll take you into like some sick. It just starts getting, for me, it just starts looking like it's just some evil shit, bro. Like some satanic worshiping. It's the first step that goes, because if you don't got no barriers, bro, you gotta go off the wall really on some satanic like drug, like ritual Bohemian Grove type shit. You know, you seen Ryan Garcia over here on some sick shit too.
What is he doing?
Yeah, he was saying some weird shit like that too. Like not. He said that they held him down and he was on some sick shit. But I'm just saying, like, this sexual deviancy shit, bro. It's a thin line, bro. To really being on some like say like evil shit, bro. And I don't know. And that's why a lot of people don't let you do those type of things. A lot of clubs or things like that. I mean, they tend to frown on homosexual activities, fool. Especially in the streets, but niggas still do it. Niggas still are on there. I mean, you seen look, bro. So the other fucking day, everyone's saying that this fool lazy boy from San Jose was fucking with a tranny, right? Like a tranny from San Jose, which, hey, man, to each his own, bro. Like, you know, everybody likes different type of coffee. You know, every time different types of sweetener. You know, sometimes people like their shit black. Sometimes people like their shit with cream. Sometimes people like their shit with sugar. Sometimes people don't like the bun. They like the hot dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. Hey, that's just crazy though, fool. I mean, hey, but I'm not judging. It's just crazy because you're not supposed to be doing those type of things. Certain people are not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to indulge.
That's just weird
For
shit.
the other day, and I didn't even know this shit. Somebody hit me up, nigga, on my Instagram. They're like, bruh, da-da-da-da, speak on this, speak on that. Da-da-da. And I'm like, speak on what? Hold on.
So how does this come? Like,
okay, how did I find out?
How?
Okay. So look, what happened? I'm just fucking around, putting up my Instagram, doing whatever, and some fools from San Jose hit me up, and they're like, "Hey, look, fool, some, you know, this fool's fucking with a tranny, right?" And you know, there's been rumors and shit like that, but not no like concrete. And I don't pay no attention to shit like that. I'm not over here looking at this nigga's life. So I'm doing shit every day, bro. I don't got time to be watching what other people are doing and things like that. But this person just put it on me on Front Street, like, "What's up? Look at this." Expose this nigga. I'm like, hold on. Like, what? Hell no. And then I'm like, bro, there's a lot of rumors, bro. There's a lot of fucking, what you call that shit? There's a lot of fucking, I forgot, nigga. Like, there's a lot of insinuations, bro. And I don't jump off the wall or start making accusations about shit like that. And I don't give a fuck enough to even care to even do something about it. But then this nigga shows me the receipts, nigga. And I'm like, oh, hell nah, nigga, like come on. Like hey, so what? He starts telling me, he showed me the picture of the female, fool. And she's not even tripping, bro. She's doing like back booty shots with the huelga bird in the bag, talking about.
She or he?
Yeah, he. And then I'm like, damn, niggas like that. And I'm thinking to myself, bro. And supposedly this fool started telling me that she be running up in Cinco de Mayo. He be running up in Cinco de Mayo shaking his ass for the Northerners. They be slapping her ass. What? And I'm like, what? Hell nah. And just putting it out on Front Street like that.
Okay, but like how?
Also, he showed me the picture of old girl or old guy or old boy, and I go on there. I'm like, what? And
but where does?
I guess there's a video of them together. Okay. And she used to talk about it a lot, but she don't talk about it no more because I guess a lot of fools got beat up for fucking with this fucking dude. She looks like a girl though, but you know what I'm saying? I would put her up on here, but I ain't trying to get my shit taken down or get like some hate mail. I mean, I ain't hating on no girl. I mean, old boy, whatever. But I'm not trying to put it out on Front Street like that and ruin people's lives and shit like that. So like
that was like his boyfriend, girlfriend?
I think, I told the homie, I'm like, look, maybe this fool didn't know because she looks like a girl. I was like, maybe he didn't know that it was a girl, you know? And then I was like, maybe the dude snipped? And then it was like, and then they were like, no. So then I was like, oh no,
There's no
nigga, you
way.
can't even pretend, my nigga. Hey, what is that? Oh hell, that's what I'm like. Oh, this ain't cool, cuz. Hey, but I supposedly hella fools got beat up for that shit in San Ho, fool. Cause this dude was out here just putting it on Front Street, nigga, putting it on blast, and then put it, you know what I mean?
Duh.
And it's like, I don't know, you're gonna get people hurt like that, dude. You're gonna get people hurt, people gonna get crossed up. But hey, man.
But this
hey.
was on no jumper and shit.
Yeah, and he's on no jumper. Why didn't this nigga talk about that? You already see this nigga fucking Adam 22 trying to be on some Tranny shit too.
No, but you know what? I think that if Adam knew, he would have asked that question.
Maybe you should hit him back up, man. Do part 2.
I think because Adam is in for all the content, dog. He don't give a fuck about nothing. And I think if he would have known about that shit, especially if there's a video sent to him, I think he would have asked, like, "Hey, what's up with this this rumor going around that you're messing with some transsexual?"
I mean, I haven't seen the video full. But I mean, everyone's talking. I don't even want to see the video though. To be honest with you, I don't want to see the video. I know if I wanted to, I could ask these niggas and they'll tell me, but I really don't want to. Fool. I mean, that's some sick shit.
It's if it's a video, it's out there.
Yeah, I heard there's a video, fool, but
It's
I don't
out
want to
there,
see
dog.
that shit. I'm not over here trying to indulge in any activities like that, fool.
Shut the fuck up.
Neta.
You know you want to watch that
No,
shit,
I really
dog?
don't. I could watch the video if I wanted to, fool. I know I could. The homies, I could get it, but I really don't want to, fool. That's some sick shit. I mean, why many? Hey, to each his own, fool. You know, like I said, everybody likes their coffee different, nigga. Sometimes people like it black, and sometimes people like it with cream. I had to talk about it though. I ain't gonna just not say nothing. Everybody's trying to act like it didn't happen or something. Nah, we gonna talk about it, man.
That's funny, dog.
I'm gonna be unbiased and give my unbiased opinion, but we not finna just be overstepping and not talking about certain shit.
I don't like shit like that. That's weird.
That's some sick shit though, off of us. Hell no. Hey, I was like, is this sniff? It's like, nah. I'm like, bro, this is all bad. But yeah, fool. That's some sick shit, fool. Neta.
That's nasty.
Okay. So what Lazy Boy was talking about on the no jumper, bro? He said that he feels like this, but look, pay attention to what he said. He said, I feel like the norteños are, he said, I feel like the norteños are copying.
No. That's not what he said.
No, he said that he feels like the sureños, he said, I feel like the Southsiders, the ones you're talking about, down here, I think that they're copying the North. Now, I don't think he's lying about what he's saying. But I think he worded it, everything he said it a certain way to make it look like the sureños from LA or the Southsiders from LA are copying norteños. When he didn't say that. He said the sureños from LA, because he knows we not like that. Because he knows we got our own swag, the homies from up here. You feel me? He specifically said down here. Because he knows we not copying nobody, fool. You feel me? You got niggas like Chito Ranas, nigga. All the fools that come in from the upstate are already swagged up on our shit. But he didn't say norteños either. He said the North. You see what I'm saying? Which I can't disagree, because this is what I think. I think that the Bay Area and the North is a little different than the South, and this is why. And when we talk, and I'm not talking about gangs and shit like that. I'm talking about, like, put all the gang shit to the side. I'm talking about just like look at it from a different perspective. Okay. In LA, blacks and Mexicans were not getting along at all. So they weren't intermingling that much. Like for shit, really. They were just beefing it. Up here, let's be honest, we didn't really fight with the blacks like that. We did get our little rumbles here and there, but for the most part, nigga, we all had black friends, you know, and they rub off on each other. And when you have a melting pot of people that are intermingling with each other, they tend to rub off on each other. So you tend to come up with different styles, different slang, more forward thinking type of shit. Then when you're separated, it doesn't have a lot of ideas that are mixing and mingling. So in a way, the North is more advanced. Why? Because they've been able to kick it with the black folks first. And we've been able to coexist and intermingle. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So then we get that little bit extra flavor on it. But the blacks do too. The blacks are cool. They get a little bit from us. Now in LA, that's barely happening. You see? So it might look like I don't think they're copying the North. I think that it's just they're a little bit late to intermingling with the black folks. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Because now it's starting to be okay. Now you see Lefty Gunplay over there with Fig Munity. You see them over there with a back on Fig. You see them. You see him over here with a lot of the black fools. it's starting to be okay to do that. Mm-hmm. So now they're starting to get that flavor. They're starting to get how but it's not just Norteños either, bro, because we're up here too, and we have the same community. We doing the same shit. You feel me? Right there on the block, fool. You like we shared our block with the blacks, fool. Like with John, Lil John. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just how much access do you have to free thinking and intermingling, and you exchange ideas? It's going to be forward pushing, and the North is more like that, I believe, and the South is starting to be like that now, because now they're not frowning upon those type of things. Because you see Lefty Gunplay is doing a lot of music with a lot of fools, and we were talking about in the last show, Chito Rana's doing that shit with CML. So it's a lot of intermingling now that's happening, which is pushing everything forward. So it looks like they might be copying, and in a way, it kind of might be, but it's not, because they're finally getting permission to do these type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's why it's happening.
I agree. I agree on that. That it's not that they're copying us. It's just that it's being more normal to intermingle with the other races and shit like that.
Exactly.
So that's how all of that is going. But at the same time, we can't really, I can't really say too much on what I think on that, because at the end of the day, we only know what we see and what's available for us to see. But when we talk to other homies from different areas, or let me say that a little bit different. When I have talked to homies from different areas, there's still has always been, since as far back as 2010, homies that say nigga and shit like that, based on whatever city they're from, like homies from Compton and shit. Like,
oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
They've been saying that for a long time.
But it was never okay though. It was Fools were tripping off that.
Yes, they were tripping. Yes, I agree.
In South Central, Watts, they were tripping. They other homies would look down on these fools.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
yes,
so
100%.
Now it's acceptable. But back in the days, fool, they were as homies. Like in Watts, I was running through Watts. The homies out there were like, nigga, I thought they were from Louisiana type shit. That's how they were talking. They listened to Lil Boosie and shit. Like they were on it, but it was frowned upon. Yeah. Now everybody's like, bro, it's good. Just
it's
100%.
Yep.
All right, man. So look, I think that wraps it up for about this time now.
Yeah, it wraps it up, man. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Go ahead and check out that new slap that dropped. It's called Real Love. It's with me, Lil Seti, and Gravedigger, out now on all platforms. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Catch me politicking with the homies if you need me. I'm riding in the West, way tripping on the PD.
Trying to get in front of them keys like Alicia. Polka dots in his body like a pizza. Face for a favor, if I want you, I can reach you. If you ain't got no money, paying blood for the feature. Kickbox, bitch, nice to meet ya. Tell Lord.